I've come to Paisley today to show you some beautiful places and to also show you how to use the ultra-wide lens on your iPhone or whatever phone you've got. If you've got an ultra-wide lens, you could be really using it for some creative coverage for your cutaway footage for your videos. Paisley really is a beautiful town. There's lots of cracking architecture, and that's why I've come here, because the ultra-wide lens is great for filming buildings, for landscapes and for architecture. And so in video it's good for establishing shots to set the scene, maybe to show the event location or to show your workplace, the exterior of a building. But there are some important tips to follow to really get your ultra-wide lens. Oh, there's the church bell. I'll let that finish. I'll show you some tips to follow to make sure you get the best out of your ultra-wide lens, starting over at Oakshaw Road with this beautiful building here. Your ultra-wide lens on your camera is fantastic for doing establishing shots. So we're going to take this building as an example. Let's say you're doing something about an event that's taking place here, or this is your workplace. How could you use that ultra-wide lens to give you plenty of coverage and creative options in your final video? This is a nice establishing shot with just the normal wide lens. I can see the whole building, but it's a bit flat and dull, and I can't see much of the context of the building. Switch now to the ultra-wide lens, and look, you can see so much more. We can see the cobbled streets in the background and a bit more of the context of the setting, but it's still a bit flat and dull because I'm not really using the foreground. We've got this car which kind of detracts from that period look, so we want to try and get more creative. Now we've added a bit of perspective using some of the composition rules from photography and from video. We've got leading lines, we've got something in the foreground so you get a sense of the scale. But because I have to be quite far away to fit in the whole building, I've got all this clutter in the shot. With the ultra-wide lens, I can get much closer. I'll actually be able to go to this lamppost here and use the lamppost as the foreground for the building, but still fit everything in. There's still too much going on. One key rule of composition is to simplify. I can get even closer. I'm going to just try and get right up to, if you can see there in the distance, the sign, the street sign. With the ultra-wide lens, go super close to the foreground object to simplify your composition and really make it striking. Here's another option for that static shot. Get really close to the sign for the venue and then come down nice and low, and we're just filming through the iron gates here. And I think again that just gives you another option. So you imagine this is an opening sequence to your video. You've got 3 to 4 really nice shots now to establish your setting. Another good way to use the ultra-wide lens as an establishing shot is to combine it with time-lapse.